What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic month so far. I know Cancer is about that time, but for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Cancer. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. And let me tell you why I'm so pumped, Cancer, because it is Celestial News Monthly. It's literally like my favorite time of the month there, Cancer. But with this monthly spread, Cancer, whenever the sun moves into a new sign, we're going to talk about where the planets are at and how we can work with the energies. And just so y'all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. So Cancer, I have Zodiac Oracle cards with all the signs that the planets and the sun's in, and I will pull an Oracle card from this deck for each one of them, and then we will get some details with the tarot. Before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? Explosive energy there, Cancer. I'm with it. And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that are like watching Cancer, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group, I think you'd really enjoy them. But before we get into this energy here, let's talk about this party that Libra's throwing, because we got some big things happening in Libra season. So we got the sun entering Libra, we got Mercury that's going to be entering Libra, and then we also have a new moon solar eclipse that's going to be happening in Libra as well. Very jam-packed energy there, Cancer. But let's start with the sun, because the sun is going to be entering Libra on the 23rd of September, and that's going to be about 2:50 Eastern time in the morning, and then we'll be there through the 23rd of October. And with this energy, Cancer, this is a really great cycle to connect with others. You know, Libra deals with those like one-on-one relationships and whether that be in romance and business, friendships, things along those lines. So really great for connecting with people and also for really appreciating beauty, because, you know, Libra being, you know, ruled by the Empress, Venus, that they deal with like, appreciative art, beauty, aesthetics, things like that. So really great energies if you want to go out to like go to maybe like an art gallery, or maybe go to like maybe there's like a municipal concert that you can go see, Cancer. Just go out and appreciate the arts. But also, Cancer, this is a great energy. You'll be able to see all sides of a situation, because Libra really weighs the scales, and they're very they're very fair and balanced when they go about making decisions and things. A very diplomatic energy too, Cancer. But then you got Mercury that's going to be entering Libra on the 4th of October and will be there through the 22nd of October. And with this, diplomacy really does take the stage there, Cancer, because Libras do have a way of bringing harmony and balance. Even, it's great like mediator energy. So if you've noticed maybe like some situations have been a little chaotic or something along those lines, you can definitely be a little more, you can be that voice of reason there, Cancer. But also this creates more harmony in our relationships as well. So if things have been feeling kind of tumultuous and things, we can kind of find, it makes it easier to kind of find a balanced ground there, or to kind of like, assuage situations and things like that. But also communication really comes into focus with Libra energy, so something you might be wanting to connect more with others there, Cancer. So a little something to think about there. And then let's talk about this new moon solar eclipse that's going to be happening, because with this, this energy is going to be where we kind of examine all of the relationships in our lives, and if there have been those ones that have been more unbalanced and things along those have been more unbalanced, then this could be a great energy for either building up some boundaries, or we might need to think about maybe possibly letting some people or some situations go there, Cancer. So really something to think about with this. The lunar eclipse, or the eclipses, bring about change, and that's going to be happening on the 14th of October there, Cancer. And depending on where your Cancer placements are at, this is going to be forming a square with your sign. And squares are pretty kind of, they're almost like tower moments in a sense. They can bring about delays, they can bring about delays, challenges, just really kind of tougher situations because you have two energies that don't really quite get along there when you talk about that air and that kind of water energy. But it's not to say there's not going to be achievements, but it's just going to be something that we have to work a little bit harder at, Cancer. And when we do work with square energy, they can be very rewarding in the long run. Now let's get to this energy here, this first oracle card here, because you got the first card of Leos. Look at you coming in here all hot, Cancer, shining bright, which is the Knight card. And with this card, this is a card of confident, heroic, messenger, fearless, assertive, passionate, fighting spirit, persevering, chivalry, honor, determined, obeying orders, brave, daring, strong, and champion of a cause. An energy that's coming through here, Cancer, is the fighting spirit. And so I feel like there's going to be, and considering we were just talking about this challenges, I feel like that is going to be really important for any kind of challenges that you do face there, Cancer, to keep that fighting spirit, to keep that perseverance. Because I know when we're met with like tower moments, or maybe end up in hanged man situations, or any sort of like tougher energies, that can wane on the spirit sometimes, and we can get to where we're doubting our abilities, doubting our self-esteem. It can be tough sometimes, but you know what? I feel like the lovely thing about being ruled by the moon is that we're used to that kind of cyclical energy, that waxing and waning of energies. And sometimes we need those energies of adversity in order for us to come in, rise to the occasions and really kind of step up and shine bright there, Cancer. And I feel that it's going to be one of those things that once you do push through these situations, because you will, Cancer, then it's going to really just show you how I feel like it's going to really impress you and really show you what you're capable of. And then, and really remember that. I'm even getting like a Queen of Cups vibes, one of our cards, where the Queen of Cups appreciates all of her experiences because they've made her the person who she is today. And I feel like that's when you do find those situations and when you overcome them, remember that energy of success, that energy of accomplishment, because that can be used for when you come up to the next challenge, Cancer. Because again, the beauty of life, that waxing and waning, but at least we'll be more prepared and know that we can take it, and that helps us keep in like a higher perspective there, Cancer, or keep us operating at a higher vibration. But let's get some tarot on this, get some details. I was actually telling Leo I need to just start shuffling these cards like often so I don't get out of practice. I tell you what, I love them, but yeah, they're interesting little, interesting deck to shuffle. Thank you. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, speaking of the tower. All right, Cancer. So you have the I like that. So you have the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Swords, Libra energy, the tower, and then the moon here, Cancer. And there's that fighting spirit there, Cancer, because with the Nine of Wands, this is a card of, needing to, when we're being met with challenges, that energy to push, that to persevere, to, and to stay determined there, Cancer. But I feel like it's when we're in the middle of the tower moment, that's when things seem to, where our thoughts kind of get out of control there. It gets to where, I don't know, the scales start tipping in a sense, and we start maybe getting into the sense of like panic, or the sense of fear, or maybe again doubting if we're able to get through this stuff. But the nice thing about the moon here, Pisces energy, this is about journeying into the unknown, into the moon can be like a card of deception and in illusions. And sometimes I feel like we can tell ourselves, where, especially when things are getting tough with change, with that the tower brings, that, that we won't be able to face it, that it's maybe bigger than us. But I like this too, that this moon's got all the phases on here, Cancer. Because I feel like it's one of those things when you do realize that you can get through this stuff and have that mental fortitude to get to push forward, you get to, because after the moon is the sun. And look at you, Cancer, you're riding in with the sun. So And the thing too with these like squares and things along those lines, that I feel they're where yes they can be tough energy, but I feel like tower moments are one of those energies where higher self really likes to keep. I feel like likes to keep tower moments kind of internal. Like when you start to feel things need to change, those thoughts and things that are meant to just like have you take action as opposed to higher self needing to put us in situations or have things come up where we can't just kind of force the movement along there. And keep in mind too, Cancer, when we are facing these challenges, that your thoughts are powerful. And where your headspace at is really going to play a big factor in this stuff, on top of where your feelings are at as well. But and again, I know that it can be challenging sometimes, and I'm not saying that the necessarily like the just like, oh, be optimistic, Cancer, be or keep you know what I mean, like I'm not saying to like do that to that it's going to take away from the issue, but it makes it easier to handle when we have a clearer head and we are seeing it from a higher perspective, because then we're able to, I don't know, just we're able to, even in the adversity, see that there is going to be growth at the end of this, and it makes that drive on that. It makes this whole thing kind of make more sense there, Cancer. But two, with these energies, the Nine of Wands for me can also be like a card of healing and making sure that we are taking some times when we do find ourselves overwhelmed to take a moment and just kind of breathe for a second, do some meditation, maybe do some sit under the moon and maybe ask for guidance, get in touch with your higher energies, and, whether that be a higher self, future self, the angels, ancestors, however that's looking, because they're there to help guide you, Cancer. So I like that, Cancer. Very encouraging start. I'm with it. Let's get some tea and then let's talk about Virgo energy. Because Venus, the Empress, she's going to be entering, excuse me, she's been chilling in Leo for a while, but now she's going to get ready to move into Virgo on the 8th of October and will be there through the 8th of November. And with this energy, Cancer, the Empress is going to work. This is a very hard working placement for the Empress. And I feel like this is really great for, one, kind of figuring out what is working in our relationship and what isn't. Virgo is very analytical, very practical sign. And so if we're noticing things that need correction, or, maybe there's not been that reciprocity, or maybe you've been, however that may be looking, it's a great energy for kind of sitting down and just getting our relationships and things kind of more in line there. Because that's one of the things that Venus deals with. But it's really great for kind of focusing on practical matters as well, because considering too that Venus can deal with like finances, this could be something where we're getting more kind of maybe getting our bank accounts in order, or getting maybe thinking about some sort of investments or anything along those lines. Maybe even might be thinking about doing something in like stocks, or maybe doing something in maybe investing in some land, or anything along those lines. Cancer is a very, very, very efficient placement, I feel like, for Venus to be in. And the nice thing, too, about this, Cancer, depending on where your Cancer placements are at, this is going to be forming a sextile with your sign. And after trines, sextiles are very fortunate energy. They're very, they can bring about opportunities and things, but the trickiness with sextiles is that they're passive energy. It's not very dynamic, and it's something that we have to act upon and really kind of and I mean that's like with any energy, but this one in particular, it's just like where the situations may seem easy, if we don't do anything with it, then it's just like potential, Cancer. It's like, you can have all that's like having $1 million lottery ticket but not cashing it in. That's kind of where sextile energy kind of lies there. But let's get an oracle on this. Thank you. Oh, all right, Cancer. This is always a weird card. Aquarius has some weird cards in this deck, because you got the third card of Aquarius, which is the Black Widow card. We want to watch out for that kind of stuff, Cancer, because this is a card of betrayal, warning, twisted, turncoat, cunning, danger, toxic relationships or situation, web of control, entrapment, unexpected attack, insidious, poisonous. in low vibrations. And the energy that's coming through here, Cancer, is the poisonous. And I feel like we want to kind of watch out for, I feel like, either situations, or for some, I feel like, it's paying attention to, well, really for all of us, Cancer, paying attention to situations that do feel a little toxic, that feel that they're, again, this kind of lowering your vibration, and that they're, affecting you in a negative type of way there. And, we got that tower there, been thinking about this stuff. What do we need to change? Because, if we stay in those types of toxic energies, they sap from our energy over time. But I'm also kind of getting to, Cancer, maybe something we might want to pay attention to over this next month is just like maybe even like the foods we're consuming, possibly. Maybe just seeing if, like, let's say if we like notice that spicy food has an adverse, or anything, just sort of thing that has like an adverse effect on this vessel here, Cancer, whether this be, foods, it could be alcohol, this could be even maybe the stuff that we might be like listening to, Cancer, maybe like some like podcast or some YouTube videos or anything along those lines that, I don't know, that like feed into this sort of like negative loop is what I'm kind of getting here. Yeah, we really want to kind of pay attention to that and how it really makes you feel, Cancer, because we're a very feeling sign. And if our if our senses are off in that aspect, it really makes it more difficult for us to navigate through these changes in order to keep that fighting spirit there, Cancer. So really something to think about with that. But let's get some you know so when I do this little sidebar, Cancer, when I pick these gems to kind of put over the tarot decks here, kind of do like kind of hover my hand over them, just feel which ones kind of resonate beforehand. And a lot of these stones that you have, or at least the three that you got here, one of them is White, and one of that things deals with like hangovers and things there, Cancer. And this one, this the garnet deals with like I want to say, if I'm remembering correctly, deals, so one of the aspects deals with like blood. You got a lot of like health stuff, stones here, and even like the howlite can deal with like anger and things along those and things like that. So, I feel like you're kind of paying attention to those, to how things really make you feel, Cancer, and see if we can find more. I'm getting like a temperance type of vibe, even little bit of devil energy coming through there. So. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you. Alright, Cancer, let's see what's going on here. Oh, what's good, girl? I'm with that. I love when the Empress does that. So we have. So take one. I'll give one guess who's here. Got the Empress here. We've been getting out of control again. And then you got the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and then the Five of Cups here, Cancer. And Cancer, with this energy, if the Empress is, because Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, I feel that Three of Cups is kind of tricky energy, Cancer, because this can be a card of celebration, but at a lower vibration, it can deal with like overindulgence and things. So, whether this is maybe going out partying too much, and whatever that's looking like, or with the Three of Pentacles, it's like I feel like for some, is really kind of paying attention to the people that are environment, or yeah, just like really kind of getting strong with these threes here, just like with the people that are in our environment. Because if we're not careful with that, Cancer, then that's going to affect, again, how you manifest your abundance. And I feel like it's going to lead to situations where where we feel like we might let ourselves down, even. And that's a tough place to be. I feel like it's one thing, for people to be kind of disappointed and whatnot, or feel that disappointment, but I feel like when it feels like we let ourselves down, that hits a little deeper there, Cancer. So I just feel like we want to really kind of be mindful of that type of stuff there. And in Cancer, it's going to be something where with this, if this is any sort of like vice or anything along those lines, it's going to take some work, and we might feel some kind of way about that. I feel like with the Five of Cups, where it's just like things that didn't used to affect us as much have started to take a certain turn on you, Cancer. just for example, and this is like a real kind of minor thing on my end, Cancer. There was something where I noticed that when I would watch certain things that like violence was hitting me a little bit differently, or any sort of like, because I love action movies, don't get me wrong, but it's just like there's certain things when it gets a little too much, it's like it started to hit like a little bit deeper, and just kind of made me feel like it I didn't quite care for how I was feeling with that. And that's just something where, we just got to make adjustments and things. And it's not to say that we're just like, we're just going to be like cutting a bunch of stuff off there, Cancer. But I do feel as we go through this journey, and as we change and as we evolve and things, that we do have to, there's this, we have to accommodate to that, what are coming into like our Empress energy, into our highest vibration looks like. Hope that makes sense. Let me get a little bit more on that, Cancer. Oh. Thank you. All right, Cancer. Oh, okay, Cancer. So you have the King of Wands, excuse me, and the Ace of Wands here. And so with this, once you get eyes on these things, Cancer, when you start noticing that stuff is of how stuff is starting to make you feel, I feel like the King of Wands. This is getting a game plan and figuring out how we're going to. Are these situations best suited for our energies, or are they promoting our? Because I even feel like for some, it's just like it'll be well. I don't know. It's like certain things, or maybe even might start making you feel like a little lethargic, or just like just that sense of feeling off. It kind of like reminds me of like just thinking of like the Three of Cups. Is like you go out celebrating with some friends, and then you come back the next day. You might be feeling a little hungover there, Cancer. That can always be that's a tough, and it's just like, do we want to keep putting our vessel through that, or it's like, do we want to take this energy and kind of change? And that's just one example there, Cancer, but. And again, this could be maybe there's certain foods that no longer agree with us, or yeah, things we listen to. So yeah, really just kind of be mindful with that. I feel like just especially over the next month. But and Virgo also deals with health as well there, Cancer. So just a little something to think about. All right, Cancer. Now let's talk about Scorpio energy, because this is going to be a nice one, Cancer, for us. Because you got Mars that's going to be entering Scorpio on the 11th of October and will be there through the 24th of November. And with this energy, Cancer, there's a greater ability. I love that with your fighting spirit too. This is a greater. There's a great ability for perseverance and working through difficult challenges, because Mars, the Tower here, is one of the rulers of Scorpio. So this is a really strong placement for Mars to be in. And you might be doing some more self-examination there, Cancer, because Scorpio deals with Scorpio really can bring hidden energies to light. It's a very, very, very. How do I want to put that? I know they just have a way of being ruled by Scorpio. Oh, being ruled by Scorpio, being ruled by Pluto and Mars. They bring just like the things that are affecting our energies to the surface, and how they're affecting us. So this is really great energy, of like great self-examination energy, but also too, with Mars being in this sign, we want to also be mindful of aggression, just because when Scorpio can get fixated on things, they do have a drive to them that, they're the most intense sign of the zodiac. And so you might notice your feelings are a little more tense, and your actions are a little more fueled a little bit differently, Cancer. So really kind of, I feel like this is really going to be one of kind of, really kind of, like learning a lot about yourself, Cancer, so far as with these energies. I feel kind of are where they're at. But also, Cancer, depending on where your placements are at, this is going to be forming a trine with your sign. And like I was saying, trines are the most beneficial aspect. So even though this can be when you're facing challenges and things where it might be tough, trines remove obstacles. They make it's very easy flowing energy. It's brings about luck, opportunities, abundance. It really is a very fortunate aspect. So, and I feel like where the energies are at right now, we're in a lot of like earth and water energy right now. Well, minus Libra, but yeah, I feel like the earth and the water signs really are gonna have some can really be a great little season here of growth there, Cancer. But let's get some tarot on this. Ooh. Oh, and I love that, Cancer. Look at that, making your dreams come true. Because you got the seventh card of Us, which is what is this card? The fairy tale card. I was gonna say the Cancer card, but with this card, this is a card of believe the impossible, daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful, and stories we tell. An energy that's coming through here, Cancer, is it's the magic, and I feel that this is a I do feel like really Cancer, and I feel like I was talking about this in a couple of your readings here on your other channel, which we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But I feel like this could be a really great season for you to really kind of tap into the magic that is you, Cancer. Really get into your state of manifestation and really accumulating the abundance that you're looking for. Because I feel when I think about the Empress sometimes, she's an energy that it's like this receiving energy by what you're giving. And I feel like that if when we start, I'm almost even getting like magician vibes with this Cancer, where it's like if we work with the abilities that we have here at our disposal, you can really start manifesting great change and really start bringing about a more solid foundation for your dreams and things. And because I feel especially too with oh, okay, we're going to switch that a little bit because I do like that. Let's see, we're going to stay in a little water energy for a minute. But I feel like with where all the planets are at right now, it's just like we are in a really kind of, I don't know, things are changing, Cancer. And I feel that I feel like there's going to be this sense of like, kind of seeing life in a different type of way here. A newer perspective is going to be kind of brought to you as you go through this sort of self-discovery here. Like, let me get some tarot on this, Cancer. Get some details because that's interesting. It's like as we start working on removing maybe these things that may have been lowering our vibrations and stuff, we're really going to be able to start active tapping into, I don't know, just more things I feel are going to start being revealed to you, Cancer. That's interesting, but oh, I like that, Cancer. Thank you. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, and there's Libra. All right, Cancer. So you have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and then the Justice card. And that's what I kind of feel like is going down here, Cancer. It's like there's this energy of really paying attention to like the cause and effect. When you do actions or when you take action. Because even just thinking with your ace and your aces here, it's like you're taking your thoughts and then putting them to, it's like really following through with what you're wanting to manifest, whether this be maybe some of us are thinking about maybe doing more travel, or maybe you're thinking about wanting to settle down and maybe start a family, or I don't know, just some sort of ways here. It's like paying attention to how magical you are. And I know that may sound a little fanciful, but I mean, we're beings of creation, Cancer, and we're meant to. It's like when you look at all the stuff around you, it's like when you've wanted something or you wanted to create something, it's just like you think about this thing and then bam, it's there. And it may seem, well, it's just like, well, yeah, I had to like buy this or I had to work for this thing, but you did all that, Cancer, and I feel like that is going to hit in a different type of way. It's going to be, it almost, I feel like it's adding an extra sort of zest to this life a little bit, you know, like instead of just like it being where, oh, well, if in order to get this, I'm going to have to work like all these hours, or, you know, I got to do this stuff, or, but it's just, I don't know, it's like, it's like a perspective shift. I feel like it's happening. With this energy. It's like the scales are kind of tipping in a different type of way here. That it's Let me get a little bit more on this Justice card, Cancer. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, or the Justice card is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and then the King of Cups here, Cancer. And that's, I love that, because the Nine of Pentacles, that's Venus and Virgo. And so you see how you're syncing up with the energies, Cancer? And that's what I feel like it's happening here right now. Even with the Five of Cups, that's Mars and Scorpio. And I know these are little minor things, Cancer, but it's all those minor things that, yeah, it's all those, I don't know, Cancers. Like really kind of pay. Like I feel like we're gonna be operating a little bit differently here. Like I don't know, with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you're really gonna be working, because the Nine of Pentacles is working towards your Empress energy here, and that's what I feel like is happening. And there's gonna be this sense of this, because the King of Cups, you know, this is about like this emotional wisdom. I feel like that's really important for us, Cancer, because we are very powerful manifestors. And by the way, my sun signs in Cancer, and I feel like it's one of those things when you really feel something, Cancer, you really want something. It's just like then your thoughts sync up with that, and then we're filling up all of our cups here, and that's what I feel like is this energy is kind of taking. So really kind of be very thoughtful. I feel like with what you're going to be doing just in general, but just pay attention to how that works over the next few months, and then see how fast I feel like things start coming towards you, and just seeing how the energies start to shift and change. But well, yeah, I hope that made sense, Cancer. All right, let's get a little tea, and then let's talk about Pisces. Because you got Saturn, that's retro. Saturn and Neptune are going to be retrograde in Pisces right now, and Saturn's going to be retrograde from until the 4th of November. And with this energy, Cancer, Saturn really wants us to tap into our manifestation abilities, you know, really kind of make our dreams come true, because Pisces is very dreamy energy. They deal with like when you think about like Neptune, that's like they're connected to the universal energies in a way that they're practically psychic. And what Saturn is wanting us to is to connect to that level of spirituality and pay attention to how we manifest abundance. And I feel like I'm even kind of getting this energy too, just thinking with your cards and like the Empress here. It's just like appreciating the abundance around you, and like seeing. Let me get back to this. But with Saturn, you know, it is asking us, you know, if have we been working towards our dreams, and if not, you know, it's like Saturn was like, well, let's see it, Cancer. You know, you have all this great energy at your disposal. Let's start manifesting. You might be feeling a little anxious. You know, maybe you're having more dreams. You know, maybe this is whatever this is. You know, maybe you've been feeling inspired as of late, but feeling more prolific. You know, write some of this stuff down there and just see what makes sense. See where the energies are trying to guide you, because that's where Saturn is trying. This is a really cool placement, I feel, or a really cool sign for I feel like Saturn to be. And then you got Neptune that's retrograde until the 6th of December. And it's like the veil's been kind of lifted there, Cancer. Now we can kind of see behind the curtain and really kind of really connect deeply to Source and pull out all those creative energies and things, and inspiration really work with the energies in a very, very special kind of way here, Cancer. But the one thing with Neptune being retrograde, though, is also paying attention to things that that again, that lower our vibration, because Neptune can deal with like escapisms and things along those lines. So that's another thing we want to pay attention to. And then just like with Scorpio energy, this is forming a trine with your placements, depending on where your Cancer placements are at. And so we're in a very beneficial energy with all this water that's going on around right now. Cancer, go play in the ocean. Go see what's out there for you. But I like that. Let's get an oracle on this. Ooh. And see, Cancer, it's just like even the cards are just like I feel like trying to get you starting to move here, because you got the fifth card of Sagittarius here, which is the yarn card. And with this card, this is a card of hassles, problems, big mess, interconnected, complicated, patience needed, future gains, work it out, made up story, many working components, mischief, and out of control. Excuse me. An energy that's coming through here, Cancer, is the interconnected. And I like that. And I feel like that's what this energy really is all about, seeing how we are interconnected with each other, Cancer, but also with the energies. Because it's just like, I don't know, Cancer, it does feel just like there's been a shift. I feel like that's been kind of happening here over just like, especially this year. I feel like things have been really starting to change in a type of way, and like people are getting a little more, where the discussions are at, or if I feel like are getting a little more thoughtful, a little more spiritual. And it's not everywhere, but it's just more noticeable. Because I even find like when I'm, for example, when I'm like maybe out like hanging with friends or something, like we'll run into like maybe strangers. I was actually talking with this couple last night, and we all just happened to be talking about zodiac signs and things like that, just amongst other things. But it's just like the fact that is like it's coming up in a more kind of thoughtful way. People are paying more attention to like where their moon placements are at. Like Rand, that was another conversation that I've had. It's different, and I feel like more people are like kind of pursuing their dreams and things along those lines, and not feeling you're on a journey of self-discovery here, Cancer. And I feel like that your spirit is fighting to get out, and fighting to really kind of let you see again the potential that you have here, the power that you're really working with. So really, really, Cancer, I feel like take this again, start with this season, and start just like connecting with yourself a little bit more and paying attention to how that all kind of comes together there, Cancer. But let's get some tarot on this. A lot of this very, very thoughtful. I feel like this energy that's coming through for you, Cancer. Alright, Cancer, let's see what's going on here. Ah, there she is. There's Wifey, Queen of Cups. I like that too, Cancer. Interesting. Coming into your higher vibe. Let me see what's going on here, Cancer. So you have, quite a bit of people here. So you have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and then the Judgment card here, Cancer. Let's talk about the Queen of Cups. Let's talk about us. Because I like this Queen of Cups too. She's so chill. But with the Queen of Cups being here, Cancer, I do feel that there's just almost like there's this softness that I'm kind of feeling with the Queen of Cups here. Just like she gives me the way that she's looking at this cup. It's like she's looking into it's like she's not just looking at this water. It's like it's almost like she's scrying in the water. And just like she's just like, I feel like she's being very just like contemplating is what I sort of feel with her. There's this sort of rich type of, oh, that's interesting. What just kind of came in my head is like she's oozing with intuition. And the Queen of Cups is a very powerful intuitive. And I feel that things are where the energies are kind of going here, Cancer. with like the Nine of Cups, or excuse me, Knight of Cups in the Knight of Cups. Wait, Knight of Cups in the Knight of Swords is all the cups. So I see they want to be talked about first. It's like we're gonna be this energy of like more so kind of following that. It's a little bit deeper than just following your heart here with the Knight of Cups. I feel like that there's this. It's, I don't know. There's following something deeper than. I might need to get a little bit more with the Knight of Cups. But I do kind of feel Cancer with all this and this kind of like self-discovery and things, because this Tassel card is kind of like a little baby tower there. There's gonna be some work when it comes to that, because I do feel like because the Queen of Cups is very healing energy as well, and I feel like when you're going through this growth, there are gonna be things that are brought up to light here with the Judgment cards, and some hard stuff that might need to be faced. Maybe some old habits that we used to have, or just again things that we may have just been lowering our vibrations, and this could be something that maybe stems from, because that's interesting that you got the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. They got their oldest girl here, the Knight of Cups. Maybe this is something that stems from family possibly, or but I do feel like that in this, it's not, it's almost like I'm even getting almost like this is like a judgment day, in a sense of like you're just, I feel like you're getting ready to heed the call. That's like you're hearing that there's a it's like something is beckoning to you, Cancer. Very interesting. Let me get a little bit more on this on the Knight of Cups here. Actually, my call, you're reading that, Cancer. I like that. Universe is beckoning to you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Dope. All right. Thank you. Let's see what's going on with the Knight of Cups here. Oh, Cancer. Interesting. All right, Cancer. Oh, I like that. So you have, well, one, you got divine counterparts here with the Emperor showing up, but you got the Emperor, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the World here. And with the Two of Pentacles, that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like you're gonna be. It's like you're harmonizing with the energies in a different type of way. There's some sort of deeper connection in what we're investing in and where we're putting our energies into. And I feel like that the universe is kind of asking you with the Emperor to kind of come into this position and to come into that confidently, and coming with because you can hear, because Saturn. You see, you're thinking up for the energies, Cancer. Because Saturn, the world, I feel like it's like you trying to manifest your world and paying attention to how you are attuned, even to like I don't know, Cancer. I'm even feeling like the ley lines kind of came through there. That might be something we're interested in, or you're syncing up with the energies, Cancer. I feel like in a really cool type of way here. And I even am kind of getting for some that maybe, there's this, and this might be even something to where we might be even passing this down to our children, possibly for some of you. Just thinking with the Emperor, the Emperor. I'm not, that's, yeah, take that as it resonates. But I feel like maybe even for some, yeah, it's like we're trying to even pass this wisdom down to others. Trying to help, trying to provide this guidance. Or if this is not something, if we're having kids, or if doing that, this might even be like the people that are around us. It's like you're coming into this sort of like parental role, or really getting into that nurturing energy there, Cancer. It's a lot coming through with that. Whew. All right. All right, Cancer. Oh, where'd that Oracle card go? There we go. All right, now let's talk about Taurus. Because you got Jupiter retrograde in Taurus, and then Uranus is also retrograde. Now, Jupiter's going to be retrograde until the 30th of December. And with this energy, Cancer, this is about really thinking about, like, how, paying attention to what we've been giving our energies into so far. Because you know where Jupiter, whatever Jupiter touches brings about an abundance of it. And if we've been maybe indulging in, like, again, maybe like lower vibrations and things, it's paying attention to how that's, it's about kind of not thinking more, like a little less about the short term type of gratifications and things, and thinking about more long term, because Taurus deals with like security and stability. And you know, I feel with, you know, with Jupiter being retrograde, it's, yeah, we're really, it's not to say that we're not going to be abundant, Cancer, but it's more so thinking just like in the long term again. It kind of allows us to, retrogrades ask us to kind of slow down and reflect. And it's just like with Jupiter, it's just like, where have we been putting a lot of our stuff into, and if this really is, this is really going to be conducive to your growth, you know, in the long run there. So really, really cool energy, I feel like, with Jupiter being retrograde. But then you couple that with Saturn. Saturn's going to be retrograde until the 27th of January next year, 2024. And with this energy, you know, this is thinking about kind of new novel ideas and maybe newer ways to approach types of things, and really kind of thinking towards the future there, Cancer. But also not even how we contribute to ourselves, but also how we contribute to society, to the world. And because, you know, Saturn rules over Aquarius, which deals with like the collective and things like that. And also, Cancer, you may notice changes in the economy. And I mean, there's already been a lot of stuff that is happening, but changes in the economy, in the stock markets, and all that type of stuff there. So that's little something to think about there. But also with this energy, just like with Virgo, this is forming a sextile with our sign. So a lot of fortunate energy that's coming through here, Cancer. A lot of opportunities I feel like can be presented, maybe even for like new jobs, maybe even new relationships, new, when I was talking about children, maybe if we're thinking about, you know, expanding on the family. You got Ten of Cups here as well. You know, just lot of stuff I feel like, you know, to work with here, Cancer. But let's get an oracle on this. Oh, thank you. All right, so you got the 7th card of Gemini here, which is a convertible card. And with this card, this is a card of many options, free will, adjacent possibilities, choices, flexible, adaptable, potential, change, freedom, enjoyment, two-faced, going with the wind, alternatives, and preferences. And the energy that's coming through here, Cancer, is the choices. And that's what I feel like right now. It's like the universe, I feel like, is giving you like choices to make. You know, I feel like it's really kind of, it just seems like there are a lot of opportunities here that are going to be coming your way, Cancer. I'm even kind of getting like a 7 of Cups type of vibe that's coming through here. But I feel like you're not even just paying attention to like all the choices that you have, Cancer, but again, paying attention to the choices that you make. 7 of Pentacles here, you know, and are they working towards your abundance? Is this working towards your happily ever after? Is this really the world that you've wanted to manifest for yourself? And that's what, you know, that's exactly what Jupiter was talking about with being Jupiter retrograde. And I feel like that's a very, very strong place to be at, Cancer. So really, yeah, really kind of pay attention to the things that you're doing, and even maybe even like some of the opportunities that may come your way. There could be something where, because you do have quite a bit of like collaborative energy with the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. But let's get some tarot on this, Cancer. Thank you. Oh, interesting, Kansas. That is fascinating, because now you're getting all types of divine counterparts here. Because you have You have the Four of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, and then you have the Hermit here, Cancer. Very interesting. Oh, wait, maybe... Yeah, no, yeah, because yeah, King and... Interesting, Cancer. You do got quite a bit of people here. And so I feel that for some... I'm almost feeling like for some that there may be an energy of... with the Hermit here, for some. You know, if we've been kind of keeping ourselves maybe kind of... maybe you've been kind of reclusive as of late. You know, I feel like there's a need to kind of get out there more, maybe for some of you, and kind of get into this Libra energy here and start maybe socializing. You know, this maybe if it's not going out, you know, per se, then maybe like even like interacting maybe on the internet a lot more. Maybe there's certain like maybe there's a place you want to move to, and then maybe we can see if there's like someone's just telling me about this with like Facebook. I think you could do like look for like roommates maybe to get to the place you want to go, or you know, because this could even be like maybe you're wanting to travel like abroad possibly, and it doesn't seem like how do I make that happen, you know. I feel like it's with the Four of Pentacles, there's if it's like there are more resources at your disposal than you realize, Cancer, that you have more choices than you think. And so I feel like with the King of Swords here, it's like it's really kind of like kind of like thinking outside of the box here, you know, kind of like that Uranus energy. Uranus is very innovative, and it's all about I feel like it's like we're improving a little bit here. But I do kind of feel like for some others there is this with the Hermit as well. There is this reflective energy. And for kind of focusing on self here, Cancer, I'm even thinking about that, how you have Venus here, the Hermit, Virgo, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot, I feel like, a lot to kind of focus on with ourselves here. And again, tapping into some like internal resources here. Like, I'm not sure, Cancer. Lot I feel like can go down here. And I'm even sort of feeling too, I, I feel like that there may be even something with, because that's even interesting. I'm thinking about how you have like the King and Queen of Swords with their oldest boy, the King and Queen of Cups with their oldest girl. It's like for some, it's just like there may even be this like this energy. There's this familial energy that's coming through here. And again, if it's not like we're starting a family, maybe it's like we're even coming into like a soul tribe of like people who are kind of like, I don't know, Kid. That's a lot going on here. And I feel like it's going to be Libra season. May be an exciting month for you, Cancer. I like that. Now let's get to this last energy here. Our opposite sign, Capricorn. Because you got Pluto that's finally gonna be going direct on the what is it, the 10th of October. But Pluto's going to be pretty much in Capricorn until about Aquarius season, and about like the 20th of towards the 20th of January. But with this energy, Pluto in Capricorn, this is very world changing energy because both Pluto and Capricorn are about success and very power oriented. And you're going to, so this is really great energy for you, Cancer, I feel, to be like, one, really kind of come into your power and think about what success looks like for you and tapping into that drive there. But I also feel, or also, Cancer, that this kind of forces us to face our feelings about, you know, power, corporations, governments, things along those lines, and how we want to, again, like how we're talking with Uranus, how we want to contribute to the change of society. You know, if there are things that, let's say maybe there's a business that you're working, it's not me telling you to quit your job, but if there's a business that maybe we're working at that don't quite stick to our ideals, maybe we're thinking about maybe changing jobs or going to a different thing, or maybe even starting up your own type of company there, Cancer, or you know, just like maybe even how we think about governments, maybe we're getting more involved in like, you know, advocate work and things. You know, there's great energy for Libra. um but also there's going to be, I don't know, this is social orders. This Pluto brings about really radical change, and there's going to be a lot of stuff I feel that's going to be going down, I feel, over these, really over the next, and it's like over the next like couple decades, but with Pluto being in Aquarius. But I feel like it's going to be in a way that it's going to be really fascinating, I feel, Cancer. But let's get your last oracle card. Interesting. So you got the seventh card of Scorpios here, which is the universe card, Cancer. You see what I mean? Things are changing. Huh? The universe is beckoning, Cancer. Ah, yeah, that's it. That's going to be the one. But Cancer, this is a card of source, infinite, unending, enduring, eternal, creation, awakening, interconnected, heaven, higher perspective, the big picture, all that is, creative force, and law of one. And the energy that's coming through here, Cancer, is source. And that's beautiful, Cancer, because I feel like that it's... Oh, I was gonna be a little emotional there, Cancer. I do feel like that there is this energy of connecting to just realizing that you're I don't know, it's like finding again like the source of your magic and really feeling, just connected with the energies in a deeper, richer type of way there, Cancer, and just really just being the... Because that could even be something too. I'm even just thinking with the Emperor and the Empress. It's like your masculine and feminine energies, just because we all have them, Cancer. It's like they're coming into balance in an interesting type of way, and I feel like it's like once that connection really kind of comes through there, Cancer. It's just that's going to be you there, just celebrating in the beauty that is the universe has to bring. But let's get your last tarot on this. Because we all can connect to source, Cancer. It's just figuring out how we do that, whether this be, and it doesn't have to just be through like tarot, but maybe that's something you start getting into, it's like getting into more sort of like occult type of studies, or more things that maybe some might go hop in your convertible, go on a spiritual trip. I'm not, it's very interesting, Cancer. Maybe get out in nature. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 6. Because look at that. Now you got wifey here. Oh, and their oldest boy. And the sun, Cancer. Let me tell you what just happened. Because this is what I mean. You got listen, you got the 6 of Swords. You have the Queen of Wands. Because you got the King of Wands here. And you got literally King of Wands, or excuse me, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, and then the sun here, Cancer. And let's switch back over. Because this is what I mean. Because what really, 78 cards, Cancer. What are and then for them to come out like that, you know what I mean? It's fantastic. And that's what I feel like there's this, it's like for some, it's like we're fun. I'm getting everybody together. This whole beautiful family here that's happening. And I feel like that, it's lovely. It is. It's absolutely lovely what's happening here, and I feel that there is going to be. Oh, I'm pulling all these other cards. Let me talk about what this energy is. I feel like with the Queen of Wands being here, that there is going to be this new sort of excitement here, Cancer. There's this new passion I feel like is getting ready to come here, because both both the Knight and the Queen of Wands, they're very heart driven, very passionate figures, very energetic, and I feel like there's this new vigor that's coming, this fighting, again, that fighting spirit that's really kind of coming through. And, with the 6 of Swords, with this new experiences that there are going to be some things that we're going to need to let go in order to get to this energy. But it's like when I was talking about that earlier with the fighting spirit, you journey into the unknown with the moon and face these maybe to do that sort of maybe some inner child healing and just general healing, and then you get to the sun. Your happiness, your fulfillment, you're shining bright, Cancer, and that's what I feel like is. Because that's even funny too that you got the moon and the sun when we were talking about the eclipse. There's a shift. I feel like, Cancer, and I feel like it could bring you this sort of this great sense of happiness here, and it's like a revelation. I feel like it's coming through. I dig that, Cancer. I think I'm gonna leave that there, because that's oof. That's really lovely. So if you like that, Cancer, give it a thumbs up and share this, Cancer. Let's get the. I do. I really think that well, I'm at a loss for words, Cancer. This energy that you brought me. I'm share this, Cancer. I feel like something really beautiful can really happen with this. I feel like you're coming into your energies in a really kind of lovely way. And I think it's going to. I'm excited. I'm excited that you're part of the. Ooh, Cancer! I'm excited that you're a part of this soul tribe, and that we all can grow together, and that we're. All right, I'm about to get back into your reading, Cancer, and then subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified. At least a friend told me I need to start keeping tissue over here, and they might be right. But subscribe, hit that bell button, you'll get notified when I get release videos each week. And then Cancer, I love you so much that I made a whole other channel for you. It's the Cherryden Friends. And I do, we geek out when the Queen of Cups pops up and give Pisces crap when they come up, because it's like, why is Pisces the moon? We don't know. But, it's a Cancer exclusive channel. It's we discuss lunar shit. I think I already said that. We you can meet Rhonda. It's just a good old time, Cancer. I'm all emotional now. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Cancer. And so, Cancer, if you had the Eight of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. And I feel that there are going to be some things while you're going through this journey, Cancer, that we're going to need to walk away from, that we're going to grow, or that we're going to need to learn from and grow from. And that can, and it's interesting too, because the Eight of Cups is usually, there's an eclipse that's happening in that card on like the Rider-Waite deck. And there are going to be some things that are changing while we're going on this journey, but it's not to say that you're not going to be alone in this thing, though. There are going to be some things that we will do alone, of course, but I feel like you got a whole family here that's supporting you. And if not, it's just like we're going to be building that soul tribe, that Ten of Cups there, Cancer. But let me get your oracle card here so I can go, because I can go deal with this. Thank you. I love that. So you got and I think, no, that's never mind. So you got the 15th card here, Cancer. And then I say that we go play in the ocean. You got a message in a bottle here. And I feel like that message is from Source. It's from your higher self, from your spirit guides, your angels, and pay attention to those messages, Cancer. Well, and I feel like there's even two, maybe for some, it's just like I almost feel like that maybe even you, Cancer, if this is something that you want to do, like, it's just like maybe you have messages that you've been keeping kind of bottled up that you want to share with the world. And, the beautiful part about that is, Cancer, we all have different perspectives. And granted, we're all interconnected, but we're all experiencing this life through different lenses. And I feel like this, we're in a time, if you got something that you want to put out in the world, or that you want to, I don't know what to do, Cancer, that it's time to let that energy shine. We're getting ready to get into an age of, the age of Aquarius, where we're really connecting with others in the groups, and we're going to be able to change and raise this vibration together. So, all right, Cancer, that's enough of that. But you stay safe out there. All this growth and learning and connecting with yourself. And Black Widows, we're watching out for Black Widows, because even in all this beauty, there's going to be challenges. There's going to be those that may not resonate with your message, and that's fine, Cancer. That's part of their journey, but we find the ones that do, and we focus on the ones that raise our vibrations through the roof, because that's what I want you to do there too, Cancer. And again, I still am getting a strong energy. Maybe for some, there's this message of maybe we might be hearing about like our family expanding here soon. So congratulations there. All right, Cancer. But I will catch you, hopefully soon, with this beautiful energy. But and actually, I'll catch you on the next one, Cancer, because you come over to the Cherryden Friends tomorrow.